Hi, this is Jesse, a copywriter with 20 years of experience working with hundreds of clients, including Chanel, Disney, and Sony. In this video, I'll share with you a free, quick, and easy method that I use to land a $4,500 copywriting client in just a couple of days. And I'll walk you through the exact steps that I followed that I believe that anyone can use to land their first or next copywriting client, even if you're a beginner with no experience. A couple of years ago, my sister and I had planned a 1-month-long trip to Colombia. I don't know if you've ever been to Colombia, but it's a beautiful country in South America. And we're excited about taking a month off to travel around, see the sights. My sister wanted to go tango dancing. I have 2 left feet, so I didn't want to do that, but I wanted to see the sights of Colombia. I also thought it could be potentially my next destination as somewhere to live and work from. I love that idea of just checking out first, seeing the sights, and then maybe living there. The thing is, though, I knew it was going to be expensive. At that time of year, Colombia was more expensive. It was tourist season. I knew that the trip would cost at least a few $1,000s. And I wanted to make some more money before leaving. I needed a strategy to get copywriting clients quickly. I wanted at least 1 or even more clients before the trip, because I knew that hotels were going to be expensive, the flight was going to be expensive, and yeah, as I budgeted for the trip, I thought this is going to be maybe $5,000, maybe more. I wanted the strategy to be easy, I wanted it to be quick, and I wanted it to attract a high-paying client. Like, those were my criteria for the strategies. What am I talking about? Online communities are a great place to find copywriting clients. And that's because most of them are free. There are many, hundreds, if not thousands, of free online communities that you can join. You get access to hundreds or even thousands of business owners in that community that you join. Now, where should you go to find online communities? There's lots of different platforms. Everything from school.com, which is spelled SKOOL.com. They have lots of free communities and paid communities. There's, of course, Facebook groups, Discord, and Slack communities. So let me share with you the community I joined. I joined a professional speakers Facebook group. It was on Facebook. Before I dive into that community, you have to ask yourself, what communities will you join? You want to join communities where your ideal clients hang out, and that's going to be a niche that you've identified. So step number 1 is to identify the niche or niches, there might be multiple, that you want to write for. Now, I have other videos on this topic, check out my YouTube channel, but generally it's a niche that you're interested in, you're passionate about or knowledgeable about, or you have some prior experience working in, maybe in your career. So choose one niche or even a couple of niche interests that you have, and then search one of those community platforms. And in this case, we're going to look at Facebook groups to find niche communities where most of the people, most of the members in those groups are going to be your target audience, because they've all joined that community because they're interested in that topic. So step number 1 is, what is your niche? And then number 2, search a platform like Facebook group or School or Discord or Slack or even Reddit for those communities. What we want to look for, like, what are the good signs? We want to make sure that they're active, so people are posting daily. It's growing, so what that means is there's new members joining the group all the time. Just making sure that people follow the rules of that community is really important. You actually don't want to join a community where there's no moderator, because that means often spammers just come in and just start spamming the community. People leave because it's no longer valuable. So you do want some kind of moderation in there. And are there new posts happening every day? And I guess, are people also interacting on those posts? Like, are people commenting and responding to those that do post? What you don't want to see, what are bad signs, communities you don't want to join, are ones that are not active, meaning there hasn't been posts in a long time, or if there are posts, no one is commenting on those posts. So there's no engagement, which means if you post, people are unlikely to engage with their posts. It's probably a dead community. Or if spammers and promotional posts have taken over, if you just join and every post is someone promoting something, it's not a good sign. So avoid those kind of communities that I've just talked about here, and definitely join the communities that have these things going on. Now you might be wondering, okay, so I've joined a couple of communities, and I would recommend you join more than one, maybe 2 or 3 communities. But then what do you post? What do you do in those communities? So the first thing I would do is I would like posts in the feed. So join the group, scroll down and start liking posts from other people that they've posted. I think that's pretty straightforward. Another thing you can do, let's just jump into a community here, one that's public. Let's go into architecture students group. Okay, so this looks like it's in a different language, right? It looks like it's a Filipino group. But let's say this was an English speaking group. I don't understand Tagalog, but I would say, great question, or, good advice. How did you achieve that exactly? So you can ask for more information. Obviously, you need to understand what the post is. Thanks for the tip, or good advice. How did you do that? Or could you elaborate more and start a conversation? I might just go through and just start liking some of the posts as a way to get those people to notice me, right? So I can start interacting in the community. Add thoughtful comments or ask questions. Introduce yourself. Do a new post where you're introducing yourself. You explain who you are, who you like to work with, that you're looking forward to networking with other people in the community. What you don't want to do is to just promote yourself in the first 5 minutes of joining. So you want to avoid doing that. You also don't want to just start sending people direct messages who haven't asked you to. And you also obviously don't want to spam the group with the links to your website or to your LinkedIn. That will get you kicked out or banned from the group. What you can do, an interesting strategy I like, is use the search function in the group to search for keywords related to what you do. You want to look for old posts where people were looking for a copywriter, were looking for a content writer, might have been asking for feedback on their landing page or their website or their email campaign. Think about the type of writing you want to do, emails, landing pages, websites, whatever it might be, ebooks. Search the community for those keywords and then join those conversations, right? If it makes sense to do so. So that's what you can post in communities. That's easy for any beginner to do. What I did was I posted a free website copy roast. At the time I called it Ask Me Anything. But I think a better title in hindsight would be free website roast or free copywriting roast, or whatever you're confident, something that you can critique people on. For me, I want to review websites and give feedback. That's what that means. So let's read it so you can see. Let's get rid of this. Ask me anything. Hey speakers, I'm a professional copywriter who has written for many world-class speakers and events, such as J. Abraham, Dr. Timothy L. Bowman over the last 12 years. I'll be here for the next 2 hours to answer your question. Got a sales page you want me to review? Post your link here. Have a bio you want feedback on? Share it here or send me a private message. I'd be happy to help out for the next few hours. You might read that and think, I haven't been a copywriter for 12 years. I haven't written for, these big name clients like Jesse. You don't have to say those things. What you can do is just say, free website reviews or free website roasts or landing page or emails, whatever type of copy you feel comfortable reviewing. And you want to say, hey, speakers, or hey, architects, or hey, gym owners, I'm a professional copywriter who specifically works with gyms, architects, speakers, whatever your niche is, right? So let's say it's architecture firms. You'd say, hey, architects, my name is your name, and I'm a professional copywriter that specifically works with industry. And for the next 2 hours, I'm here to do free website, emails, sales pages, pick one, reviews. I'm doing this because I love to stay sharp and give back to the community. So if you've got a link to your website, your bio, your sales page, whatever it is you want to review, post it in the comment section below, and I will give you my feedback and help you improve it, make it even better. So what were the results? So I posted that, and within 2 hours, I received about 17 requests, and people did that in the comment section, which you can't see here, but it was below. There was 17 people. I went through and I gave them feedback. So I reviewed their websites. I gave them a few bullet points on what I would change, what I think they could improve. I think an easier way would be to record Loom videos like this screen capture video. You could use loom.com, and that's allows you to record your screen and record your voice. I would do that. It's quicker and easier than often typing out a review. So I analyzed their websites and I gave them feedback. And then one of the speakers sent me a direct message asking for more help. He said, "Thank you so much for the review. Can we chat on Zoom? I think I have a project for you, or I need lots of help." So we simply organized that Zoom call. We had a video call. He told me all about his business, his website, how he was looking to do a product launch for his own program. And it was a coaching program that he wanted to launch to his email database. But he needed help with lots of things, and I'll share exactly what I did for him in a moment. But what I want to touch on here is a lot of people are talking about you can sell via email or sell in the DMs or sell by just chatting with people. I don't agree. Most of my sales, my biggest clients, came from people that I had Zoom calls with or phone calls with. And the reason is it's much easier to make a sale when people can see you face to face. Whenever someone expresses interest in your copywriting services or says, "I might need your help," you want to recommend getting together one-on-one if they're local, or if they're international or even national, have a Zoom call so you can chat with them, you can build rapport, they can see you're a nice person, you're a real person, you can answer their questions in real time, and then later you can send an email with your quote and then they can accept it or not. You'll make far more money selling people over Zoom than you ever will via email or chat. So when you're having those discovery sessions, figuring out what they need, you want to do that over Zoom where you can see them and they can see you. It just builds rapport and trust so much faster. Do it over Zoom. So what did he get? What did I include in the copywriting package? The items I included that he needed help with was a lead capture page. That's where people could enter their name and email and get a free ebook so they could join the campaign. Then it was to write all the emails in the campaign. I think I wrote 15 emails and that warmed up his email database, and then eventually started to announce the coaching program and then pitch the coaching program and then followed them up after the sale. There was a sales page which had all of the copy that sold the coaching program. And I also helped him write the copy for some Facebook ads to promote it to a wider audience. So all in all, I priced that package of those 4 things at $4,500. I completed all of that within about a month period, that one project, and had the money, this was back a couple of years now, to pay for that Colombia trip. So Mr. and I enjoyed an amazing trip in Colombia. This is us visiting the favelas, which was really interesting on the group tour. That was a lot of fun and really eye-opening. We also went trekking through the jungles. We just had an incredible 1 month traveling all around Colombia. So would you like some help in your copywriting journey? Would you like me to work with you one-on-one? This is something I do only for a select few people, whereas I meet with you on Zoom calls and we work together in building your copywriting business, from creating your portfolio and reviewing your portfolio examples, choosing your niche, setting your pricing and packages, establishing an online presence, and then of course going out there and getting clients, getting your first high-paying client. If you're looking for accountability and feedback on your copy and implementing client getting strategies that actually work, then you might benefit from one-on-one coaching. If you are interested in that, then click on the link in the description below this video and let me know if you liked this kind of video. This is a different style of video. Do you want to see more of these kind of whiteboard videos? If so, let me know in the comments. Give this video a like, a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.